according to a recent University Star news story, there has been a rise in sexual misconduct reports here on campus. Last semester it was only 5. This semester it grew to 50, so it's a 10 times increase. A lot of people are attributing that to better education, better awareness, because there was a change in sexual misconduct policy. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think that any university should have any tolerance for sexual misconduct. I don't think it's called for. I don't think it's needed or mature. We're all college students and we should be grown and know how to act with other people.
I do feel like there's a lot more awareness being spread about it, especially like through the Bobcat Preview program. When freshmen come in, they're able to learn what exactly sexual harassment is.
I think there's definitely a rise in being proactive on reporting sexual misconduct, so that's definitely good. So the university is definitely doing something right somewhere down the line.
People feel more comfortable, like maybe they've changed the system in the police to where it's easier to file a report. I know in a lot of places, like university officials don't go after these charges.
I don't think that the university should quite involve itself yet more than they already do up until there's a point where it's needed for someone else to step in.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards maybe people are getting more educated about it. Maybe folks just aren't standing for it anymore and people just are like realizing the severity of it.
I think it's good that women are finally understanding their worth, that they understand that they don't deserve to be mistreated or treated like they don't have worth or that their sexual purity isn't of something of value.
Okay, so second question, what are your thoughts on the attempts of the campus to make it more green?
I think that we're making good strides, but I don't think we're doing enough. I know there was an Arbor Day celebration, but I think there should be a university-sponsored organization that's doing a lot to, like Bobcat Build or something, to galvanize student support for green initiatives.
I definitely do. I think that as human beings, we're citizens of the planet, and we should definitely be taking care of our planet. Because if we don't,
more green. I love more green. I'm a hunter, and so I love the outdoors. That's one of the best things about this campus is getting to walk around, see all the trees. You got the river running through at Sewell. So I'm all for that. I think it'd be great to see a little more nature out here, and the quad just reminded me of why I'm here.
Do you recycle personally?
I don't, because my apartment complex doesn't have a recycling bin, but if we did, I definitely would.
My apartment doesn't offer recycling, so that's difficult.
I personally, yes, I do recycle aluminum cans, old milk gallon jugs, all those things. I do think that recycling is very important, not only on this campus, but in the San Marcos community and Texas and all across the world too. This is our planet. We should take care of it as so.
I throw my trash away, whether it's plastic in the trash or it's in the recycle bin. I throw my stuff away kind of thing, but maybe I should recycle more now.
So recently in the news, there's a video of a woman walking through New York City for 10 hours and men were saying all these things to her. A lot of people, there's been a debate about whether or not it was harassments or compliments. What are your thoughts on that?
Just giving you compliments about it isn't a bad thing, because I know she wasn't wearing a turtleneck and everything was completely covered up, because I know those guys wouldn't have been catcalling her if she wasn't really looking that great.
Well, she's wearing a t-shirt and jeans.
Well, I mean, she has a nice body. I mean, we're bringing attention to, hey, you've been taking care of yourself. Good job, lady.
For me, it's not a compliment. It's very rude, and because I'm not soliciting that from you. Just because I'm if I'm dressed up or if I'm in maybe slightly revealing clothes, that's not for you. That's for me. It's none of your business what I wear, and I don't find it cute or funny. When people are just like, when they catcall, I don't think it's a compliment. I think it is sexual harassment, and it's very rude, and I don't think that people should do it, and people shouldn't stand for it.
I think that people in America kind of over-sexualize women, and she wasn't even wearing anything sexual, and I mean, she's just a female walking around. And
I think all forms of catcalling are sexual harassment. If it were a compliment, it would be in a venue where it's acceptable, like you know them and you're in close range, you're making eye contact.
I think that catcalling can be taken as a compliment up until a certain point, and at that point people are crossing the line and making it inappropriate. So as long as you know how to do it without offending someone, and as long as that person's not like a complete stranger to you and you're trying to be offensive to them, I think it's okay.
I think it's to the extent of what they say.
I think it's really specific as to what they say. I think there's a fine line between what's disrespectful and what's just being like a nice compliment that can like uplift them and make them feel better. So, I mean, it's all about how you say it and the tone in your voice especially.
I think if it's excessive or if the person feels uncomfortable, then it's absolutely sexual harassment.
If it's sexual harassment or not, I honestly just can't, I don't know kind of thing. I believe that's on the girl if she feels kind of harassed, I guess, because that doesn't happen to me, so I don't know. I just don't know how that feels, I guess.
I definitely believe it's harassment. I believe there's a specific way you should talk to women with respect and with honor, because without women, I mean, nobody would be here.
Like, I know literally we were just walking up from like the den, and these guys were just like talking, and then they just come up behind us, and all you can hear is like, like, that is so uncomfortable.
Okay, so finally, do you have any thoughts on Tuesday night election results?
I was a really big Wendy Davis supporter, and I was really hoping for her to win. I think I kind of knew that she would have won just because Texas is such a red state.
I thought that Wendy Davis was going to win, and when Greg Abbott won, it was just, I don't know. I was surprised.
I mean, I'm not exactly surprised just because, you know, we are Texas, but I'm not too far into politics, and I just hope that there's some balance and not too much power to one side.
This is the first time we've seen such a big Democratic push in years with Wendy Davis, standing with Wendy. And so to see Dan Patrick win the election, and by a wide margin, it's very scary, and it's sad to see the regression in youth voting.
Personally, I'm not as involved and as informed as I should be on politics, so I don't have much of a strong opinion just because with this past election, I didn't do my research, I didn't know the facts.
I feel like we are moving backwards and not forwards as a state, and I think we need to be following in the footsteps of a lot of our more progressive states and trying to get things out there.